morning. What's going on, people? This is your boy Juro. It is 6:30, Friday, the 9th of November, 2002. Correction, what? 2012. Wow. See, I know this weather change and everything kind of got me my mind somewhere else. But needless to say, I got my coffee going. Got my little skull cap going on because I hadn't gone to the barber shop. Looking a little busted right now. But needless to say, the truth is still the truth. Big ups once again. I am so blessed that you have found my videos, and I hope that the words that come from me help you evolve. I decided to put some videos out there for my spiritual journey, but actually the evolution of self, and it was actually part of my life, a definition of my life plan. My calling is to be a therapist, a life coach, and help others through what we call life, the obstacles of life. But before I can actually do my requirement, I have to define who Juro is and understand who I am and embrace all the obstacles and experiences that life throws your way. So as I experience and come to understand, I wanted to turn around and convey this to you. Today, I wanted to put some videos out there for the guys, and I'm going to expand for the ladies. And by all means, if you have any questions, comments, feel free to leave them, right down there. And or if you don't want to put it out there, you can hit me up on at cdmixers@yahoo.com. That's cdmixers @yahoo.com. And once again, thank you so much. I felt inspired this morning. It's a ritual for me that I get up early. I give thanks to my loving God, and I take time for myself to reflect. I found that has been very, very positive. Not only for it gives me the opportunity to plan, as well as really just take insight on where I've been. And for the guys, I don't know, I hope that this reaches someone. You may be at a crossroads in your life right now where you're starting to assess, or you're just taking stock in your life. You're looking at your environment, your desires, why things have transpired the way they have. You may have even had to go through some very painful times. But I want you to know that whatever you're facing, whatever it is all a divine, it's a test. We go through things to make us strong. That's why you always hear the parable, what doesn't kill you makes you strong. It doesn't kill you because it makes you wise. There are some things that in life, no matter how hard you try to sidestep it or avoid it or manipulate it so that you feel like you're dodging a bullet or something that really will just expose vulnerability, well, you can't do that. You have to deal with whatever you're faced, and ultimately that's where the other side of fear is strength, because with wisdom you'll know how to act at the appropriate time. Now, one of my biggest vices was the fact that I tended to befriend the wrong people. It's not that I said, oh, you're bad, you're good. No, no, no. I just tended to find I was setting myself up for a lot of disappointment. And then when I really looked at the pattern, I realized these events that were happening were actually great life lessons. And these events will, I already know, are going to more or less take me to a far better place that I could ever imagine. But you gotta understand. Now you can't go through life with a magnifying glass and like, okay, this is no. What I'm saying is this: life is about choices. There is something that is appropriate for now, and then there is something that is for the grand scheme, the big picture. And see, sometimes your view on one thing will change. It does that because you're alive. You're processing. You're experiencing. Now, on the flip side, if you find yourself going through the same situation, but the view is the only thing that has changed, the outcome is still the same, well, you really need to look into yourself and see what is the underlying motivation below it. It may be a flaw or a vulnerability that is what I call a knee-jerk response to how you deal with situations, which ultimately is a fear. I had a great conversation last night with one of my work colleagues, and we were talking about how a lot of men, we as men, we don't allow ourselves to be vulnerable and express what's going on in our day to day. It's that way because society has taught us to compartmentalize our emotions and everything we do, because we are more or less we're more or less taught to lead. Well, how can you lead when you don't even have control over your life? How can you? You know, that's just like a shepherd that cannot govern his flock. Now, with that being said, how can you have a good relationship when you can't govern your day-to-day? You have to look at your value system. What is important to you? I mean, think about it. What is truly important to you? Now, there's a lot of guys out there that they're in situations where you may have children, and you're not with your child's mom for whatever reason. Now look here. Because you're not with her does not negate your responsibility to your child. Be the bigger man, handle your business, and you'll feel a whole lot better. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of times what happens is the child suffers out of, ego, pride. As you've already heard, I've talked about those two things. But ultimately, the child suffers from it. You don't want to leave that legacy on your child. You don't want to do that. Take the high road. Handle your business. Keep the communication with your mother, with the mother of your child. You got to keep those going. And really, if she has moved on, You want her to be happy, man. Let her be happy. And if it's divinely meant, guess what? When you guys have grown individually and have a better understanding, there may be a possibility that you guys can sit at the table and be in harmony and maybe make some choices to do things together. But get yourself right. You look far better when you got stability going on in your life. I had a feeling that someone needed to hear that. So what I'm saying to you is this: whatever obstacles you're going through right now, they're gonna pass. Just, hold it down, man. Do what you got to do, but don't set yourself up to be in a habitual cycle where it seems like you ain't growing. You're spinning wheels. And here's the thing too: if you're in a position where you need help about something, humble yourself and ask for it. Don't let your pride and ego block your blessings. Don't do that. Because it's the decisions you make today are going to be the outcomes that you have tomorrow. And don't you want all that? You want all what is blessed for you to have, man. So don't trip on that small stuff. Last thing. One of my biggest vices was when it came to my friendships and connections, I was always loyal. Always. And unfortunately, some people saw that as I got me a new one. Let me tell you something. The people that love you, because you don't see eye to eye with them today, doesn't mean that you might not see eye to eye tomorrow. It might take a little bit. Sometimes God will take people out of your lives so you can focus on yourself. And they do the same. Now the ones that don't come back, they came into your life to teach you a lesson, to help get you to the next level. And hopefully you've learned from it. That's how you grow. Sometimes you got to let go to grow. That's how it works. So stop pointing your finger saying, they did this, he did that. What did you do? What didn't you not do? First of all, when you're ready to get it together, tell yourself that you love yourself, bro. You can't make nobody love you until you love yourself. That is when you value and put down your self-worth. And when you walk in those shoes, man, you just resonate that. Well, look, I'm getting ready to knock on 14. You hold your head, man. This is the beginning of a new chapter in your life. Put God first, bro, because I'm gonna tell you what, 2013 is gonna open a lot of beautiful doors that you're not even gonna imagine. You can't even grasp them because you're living right. And as I said, for those that may come in your life and go, if it's divinely blessed, you'll see them again. And if you don't, they did not deserve you. You stay up, stay blessed. Till next time, peace.